Hello, my name is Jennifer Callaghan. I am a STEM coach at Cabarrus County High School. I have a middle and a high school where I train teachers. I'm here as a part of a group, an 8th grade social studies group who focused on the SNAP part of the lesson plan, and then I am trying to supplement that by adding in a Python version of the lesson plan for our students who are really taking off with coding and computer science. So this is focusing on 8th grade social studies standards. There's a little bit of ELA tweaked in there. And this is just about how slaves and conductors on the Underground Railroad were able to interpret signals along their journey in terms of signs of whether they should stay, they should go, that kind of thing. And there is some controversy around the quilt aspect and if there were really hidden messages in quilts. However, that is what I'm using for this lesson plan. So one of the things that we did was they will read and discuss this article on quilt codes. Just to give them a little bit of background. And then they're going to refer to this link in the end. So I'm going to jump to the coding aspect, which is in Replit. Hopefully it's going to pull up. If not, I have a tab open just in case. And so this is the Python code that I wrote in order to randomly generate a message. So this is importing a random list. And what I did was up in the quilt list, I put the names of the quilts that I found here, which the students are going to use to create their narrative. So each one of these quilt patterns has a name, which is what I put in this code. So when you run it, the loop that I have, it's going to randomly select 4 different names from the list. Hopefully. Right. So here, I might need to correct that code because it gave me 2 crossroads. But actually that kind of will work because they're going to take that information, crossroads, log cabin, and tumbling blocks, and they will look over here and they will read what that quilt pattern meant. And they will use those 4 things to create a narrative like they were on the Underground Railroad journey. And so that will be done in ELA class. So the SNAP part of our lesson plan can be found here. And then likewise, I put my link to the Python in their notes as well. Mr. Berlin, Mr. Davidson, and Mr. Benson did this. So we're excited about working together to differentiate the plan to meet kids where they are. So the SNAP lesson plan is also available on there as well. And that is I've got the Prada links in there, and that's kind of the gist of our lesson plan. Some things I'd like to add as I move forward with this next year. I'd like to use some if-then statements, kind of like if you got crossroads, then do this. I just didn't have time to work through that this week. That Python took me long enough. I also went ahead and made the kids, Deepti shared Google Collaboratory, which I had never heard of. Fantastic resource. And I kind of copied her intro and I'm going to use that with students. So this will actually be teaching them basic Python. Even if they've never seen it, but maybe they're kind of bored with Snap, they will be able to go through these things and help them learn an intro to Python so that when it gets to the assignment of write a random generator, they will have some background. And I think I'm probably going to add a random generator over here on the left. But I think this will be great for kids. I think they'll pick it up really easily, and I'm really excited. Thanks.